people, when they buying your brand, they're actually buying you as a person. They're not really buying the clothes. People are gonna take you more serious. They're gonna be like, whoa. People are gonna get this illusion that your brand is higher than maybe it is. What I've been doing a lot is trying to connect with as many different people as possible. As much as you wanna work with this person works good, I wanna work with them again. Yeah, you wanna work with them again, but just kinda add them to the network of people you work with. Most times these days, before I drop something in bulk, I'm sampling it out at pop-ups.
What's going on, creators? I'm your co-host, Artis Stayillin.
I'm Face Reed.
And we're here with a special guest, Charliee Royal.
Yeah!
It's an honor, guys. I appreciate you guys letting me be here.
Appreciate you coming all the way out from where?
Connecticut, New Britain, to be exact.
All right, Connecticut in the building, you already know. No shout out?
I don't, shout out to Hartford, Connecticut, and them.
I just say that I ain't from there.
Usually you say shout out to the Bronx as well.
Listen.
You already know.
It's gonna come through somewhere in the video.
It'll come.
You know?
I foresee it.
Yes, you see? We both do.
All right, now we're gonna get into a few dope topics, but before we get into any of that, what the hell are we wearing today?
Starting off on the hat, we got the Royal Classic hat. You know, on the shirt, we got the brown Royal Forever Angel Collection. These jeans, the Shaga jeans, some up-tempo Nikes. Yeah. On the wrist, you know, Invicta, some slight. On the chain, Royal Heirloom, priceless.
Today we have a real comfy, cozy fit. We got on a denim tears t-shirt, some OVO sweatpants, and some customized Air Max 95. We call them Transformers around here. You ain't got those. Shout out to Whitney House, the creative era. Like jewelry, Jesus on my neck. That's it.
So today we got on a basic Arts Museum cap right here, as you can see, with a little emblem, all right? Hockey jersey, customized by me, you know, Arts Museum. Some Rothko, I don't know which camo it is, but it's a camo. In the stencil stitch Air Force Ones, the green version, green colorway, as you can see. You know, again, I don't really doing a little crazy stuff with the feet, but you already know what it is, right? A little bit of jewelry, also a little G-Shock, another G-Shock, we're gonna get this G-Shock stuff going. I don't care if Harlem doing what they're doing, I don't care. But anyway, that's it and that's all. We're gonna get into a few of the techniques you use for your brand and everything. But first I wanna get into, let the audience know a little bit more about your brand and what you do as a creative.
Okay, so a little bit more about my brand. My brand's called Royal Lifestyle. It's a run-on words with my last name. My last name is Reyes, and Reyes in Spanish means kings. So Reyes in English means kings. So kings are royal. And you know, it's another play on with the story of the three kings. My mom got 3 sons. So I'm like, oh wait, this always is king queen thing I always said growing up. And then I was like, you know, when I wanted to create my stage name, when I was making music some years ago, I was like, damn, I need a last name. I can't just be Charlie. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be like Kanye West and have his real name. So I was like, okay, what can I put for my last name that's still, because I wanted to represent the R, you know, somehow. So I'm like, okay, Royal works. And then, you know, I wanted to create a lifestyle brand, so lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? And then there's meanings, every piece that drops, there's a message behind it, there's a meaning behind it. So with all that, that's how it comes together as Royal Lifestyle. It's not just a cool brand that has cool graphics. Every piece has a meaning.
Nah,
Like that.
for real.
That's all right there. It's another interesting fact. A lot of people used to rap that's into designing. That's
I
crazy.
don't wanna.
Yeah.
You know?
If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you watch the blueprint of the game, most rappers turned into fashion guys.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I want to say I sped through that quicker. Also, when I lived in Florida, because I'm born in the Bronx but raised in Florida.
Shout out to the Bronx.
Shout out to the Bronx.
On cue.
You know what I'm saying? So within doing that, like, you know, watching interviews and all that. I was a bit like high school, middle school. I watched every Breakfast Club interview, every Hot 97 interview. I remember Kanye screaming about what he wants to do in fashion, and Kanye growing up was my favorite rapper because I'm like, he don't have to be gangster to be cool. And that was, for me growing up, I'm like, damn, I could be myself. You know, I don't gotta act tough. I don't gotta act a certain way, and he was fly. So within all of that, I'm like, all right, rappers have merch. So I'm like, all right, so I started getting booked for shows, and I was like, okay, how can I make more money than I make for getting this little $100, $200 for a show for my 15, 20 minute set? I'm like, all right, I could get a merch table. But I didn't just want merch. I wanted a clothing brand, something that expanded the message. So I just started making I started making a clothing brand. I started putting together collections, and I used to pair them with the release of my projects. And then eventually it turned into, you know what? Music's kind of expensive. The money don't really come out like that. I'm making more money at one show selling merch than I maybe did in 6 months of streaming numbers or whatever. So it's like, all right, I was getting older, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to put all my energy into this brand. Seems like people are more buying into it. And then especially moving back to the Northeast, people respect fashion up here 10 times more than they did when I lived in Florida. You know what I'm saying? I also realized I wasn't appealing to the Florida base. My style wasn't their style. There's a lot that, also Florida and Orlando is a big melting pot. There's mad people from New York that live there, but there's also a lot of native people. There's a lot of Caribbean people, a lot of Hispanic people. So all these melting pots, they might not like what I like. What I'm finding on the Northeast, there's way more like-minded people here for me and my brand than there was down there. So when you see the growth, when I look at the growth of my brand, it's coinciding me moving back up to the Northeast.
Yeah, which makes sense. I mean, this is the fashion capital.
Come on,
It
let it be
is.
known. Say it so the people in the back can hear. Like, it's New York all day.
Can you let up-and-coming designers know the importance of an audience, or more likely a community, like to build a community, how important it is when starting a fashion brand or a streetwear brand?
People, when they buying your brand, they're actually buying you as a person. They're not really buying the clothes. So when they buy into you, they can, you know, that's part of your community. Your community gotta represent something positive, in my opinion. You know, some people's brands mean whatever, or they don't have a real brand identity. It works for them, or it doesn't, or it burns out kind of quick. If you doing something that's positive and it's gonna last forever. You know what I'm saying? You want someone to feel at the end of that transaction like they feel better, they feel good. And that's how you build a community. It's not all about money, you know what I'm saying? As much as you want to profit, it's really about making people feel good. You know, that's kind of, for me, it's really like, I love when people from my job, you know, is copping the clothes and they wearing it out, or sometimes I'm just out in town and I just see it. I get texts, like one time my brother was in Harlem and he's like, yo, I'm over here just buying a cap, and look, and he takes a picture of the clerk and he's wearing my shirt, grabbing hats, and he's like, this is crazy. He's like, you came a long way. Like we now just seeing it in public now, and you know, I'm trying to keep it going like that. But building a community is important because it keeps growing. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta also give back. You gotta give back to your community. That's basically investing in you, believing in you. You know what I'm saying? So as you build this community, it just keeps growing, keep giving opportunities to your community to the point where it grows so big, people wanna see what's going on over there. It turns into like a digital block party, you know what I'm saying? Where people start to believe in you because of everything that you're doing.
Let's get into marketing. What are some of the strategies you would give advice to anyone who's, you know, trying to find their wave, especially with social media?
So definitely make reels, definitely invest in a good photo shoot. Even if sometimes the numbers, you'd be like, damn, this is $600, this is $800, is gonna present it professionally to people. You know what I'm saying? So people are gonna take you more serious. They're gonna be like, what? People are gonna get this illusion that your brand is higher than maybe it is. So that's kind of marketing. Do that inside and outside. Don't just do inside. Connect. What I've been doing a lot is trying to connect with as many different people as possible. As much as you want to work with this person works good, I want to work with them again. Yeah, you want to work with them again, but just kind of add them to the network of people you work with. All right, I've worked with this photographer before. Let me work with a different one. Especially me being kind of new again to the Northeast area. So I'm like, all right, I want to I've worked with this person twice. Let me work with someone else. But yeah, basically a mixture of reels, pictures, you know, your own behind the scenes content, and always trying to give, for me, it's like the person I can give the opportunity to is a model. So always trying to have models you worked with before and keep working with them, but always try to bring in someone new. You know what I'm saying? Bring in someone new, because new person means a new page that they're gonna post it to that's gonna get new eyes. You know what I'm saying? And then you're just keep expanding the network. And another way to market, this is not on social media, but like, let's say for design wise, most times these days, before I drop something in bulk, I'm sampling it out at pop-ups so I can see human reaction. If I'm not getting no reaction from it, that's not going into bulk production. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to there's some things though I truly believe in. I'm like, this is gonna go. I believe in this. Let's make, 36 right now, but there's other things I'm like, okay, we're just testing it out. All right, let me get like 5 or 6. Let me go to this pop-up, boom. If I sell 5, put it into production. You know what I'm saying? 5 people bought it, 10 people liked it. So that means if I go elsewhere, people are gonna like it too. So that's like little things that I do. But yeah, those are a few things.
Yeah.
So yeah.
For those of you guys, just do your research on like brands like Supreme, Diamond Supply, even like Union. Like, you'll get the gist.
Chaz, are you a sneakerhead?
Like sneakerhead adjacent. Like,
Okay.
I love shoes, but
Yeah.
like, am I gonna pay the resale price? Hell no.
No way, Jose.
Hell no. Like, I want like ones so bad, but like the original ones. But
Which
I'm
ones?
not like the
Chicago?
like Chicago or the band ones, whatever those are called. You see, I don't be knowing the names either. But those
You like
two.
those sneakers?
Yeah, I like those sneakers.
How much? Like a lot?
Like not $400 a lot.
All right now.
You know what I'm saying? I enjoy them, but like it's like, okay, I just want to pay retail. That's it.
That's a little difficult these days.
It's tough. I'm a Nike member, so like
Even me and the
if
Nike members.
if it bricks on like a day, I can go on the Nike app and get it for
Yeah.
40% off. So I'm like, all right.
Shout out to all the bricks.
Yeah, shout out to all the bricks. These were bricks. I got it for the low.
Approximately how many sneakers you have?
I definitely upped it within the last year or so. Going to sneaker conventions, I was like, how will you buy things from me if there's not heat on my feet?
Because they looking. It's
looking.
Foot contact first.
Exactly. So I have over 25 pairs.
I like
for sure.
that.
I would say like 15 pairs that are like the fresh ones.
Yeah.
And then there's like, 6, 7 work shoes,
Yeah.
like, that I want to go through. Then there's like beaters that you maybe just go work out with or whatever, shoes for different purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25
I don't have a
is
lot of
good.
boots.
That's a good number.
Yeah. Maybe more. I could be wrong.
It's a great number, to be
Yeah,
honest.
because when it's a little low, it's like I have so many sneakers that I just be like, what?
Also, I'm big into like buying the same model shoe in different colors.
Oh,
like if I
okay.
find a shoe that I like, okay, I want this shoe in 4 different colors.
Okay.
It might sound excessive, but I'm like, I like the way it
But you
fits.
like the shoe
I
itself.
like the shoe. I like how it fits. I like it's comfortable. I'm big on comfortability. Like a lot of shoes that are popping sometimes aren't even comfortable.
Listen, these New Balance out here is very comfortable.
Very comfortable. That's why they up right now.
Yes.
And they're Joe Fresh is dope too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back in the days, you had some New Balance, they would have been like,
Yeah.
really?
Yep.
They comfy now.
Do you have a pair?
The Joe Fresh ones?
Yeah, Joe Fresh.
I don't, but I have the pair of couple of new joints. I have like 3 pairs.
90-60?
90-60, I have 1 pair, and then the 2002, I have those.
And it's comfortable.
They're both comfortable.
Yeah,
Like
you
I
can
don't
wear
even
all
need.
day without
yeah,
switch-ups.
yeah. I literally like I have a bad heel, and like on certain of my shoes, I put like special insoles so I don't press down. Like on my Nikes, I gotta do that.
Yeah.
On my Forces, I gotta wear them. But on my New Balance, I don't even have to.
You wearing Forces?
Forces.
Yeah, I wear
Look at
Forces.
you, like
I wear Forces.
Forces, that's great. That's awesome. Got
white
multiple
Forces?
colors?
White Forces for sure, and then white.
How many times you wearing these white Forces?
Until the bottom until the bottom gets like kind of yellowy.
That's the next day.
Nah, keep them
That's
clean.
the next
I
day,
clean
like-
my shoes. I clean my
God.
shoes. I was poor growing up. We had to clean, reuse. I was
I mean,
giving
that's what we do now.
hand-me-downs.
We clean them now.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people don't clean them.
Some
Some
people
people just
Right.
wear them and be like, all right, they're run down now. I'm like, nah, I treat my
Yeah.
shoes like my clothes.
Yeah.
You know, but eventually, they get wasted or whatever. I've in my adult life, I've only had 3 white pairs of Forces.
I've only had
Every
one.
2 years, you got to get one. If you wear them decently,
It's not a necessity. Like,
It's a necessity.
no one.
yeah, it is.
Let it be known one more time for the audience to hear this.
It's a necessity.
It
Like
is.
if you
One
want to
pair
have
every
shoes,
2 years for the whites?
yeah, for the whites. I don't wear the blacks.
It's a New York staple.
Yeah, it's a New York State. It's kind of like Tim's. Kind of like
No
Butters.
way.
Yeah, there's like 2 shoes in New York that you kind of gotta have. I don't even have a pair of Tim's. Well, I don't have the Tim.
Yeah, I haven't had, no, I've had.
Maybe I should insert the New York starter pack.
Yes.
Maybe you should.
Maybe, right?
Don't include.
Yankee fitted cap.
If you don't include Jordan 1s. In
First
this,
of all, I don't think Jordan 1 is a New York starter
I
pack.
do.
I wouldn't say New York
Starter
How
pack?
you gonna jump me?
Forces.
Ah.
I would say Air Maxes before Jordan 1s.
Hold on.
Definitely a New York staple.
I wasn't in the gym, but
It's a New York staple for sure.
Jordan had? Yes or no?
I'm gonna be honest and say
Please.
no. I love Jordans, but I couldn't afford them growing up, so
Okay.
I didn't get Jordans. Like I got my first pair of Jordans, like bought myself.
Yeah.
Like maybe last year, 2 years ago.
What was
That,
the
like,
silhouette?
I got some 4s.
Okay.
No, I got some 3s.
Okay.
I always wanted 3s growing up. I'm
Okay.
like, damn, cement 3s is fire. But I
They
got,
they cement?
nah, they're not cement. It was the brown. I don't know what the name of it. It was the brown cream looking
Okay.
ones. I almost wore them today.
Okay.
But those, and then I got some 7s.
Okay.
Some like black and baby blue 7s.
Okay.
Those are my first 2 Jordans that I bought with my hard-earned money. That weren't like hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
Cause I'm the youngest. I got in my
That's a-
brother's
yeah.
beat up 9s.
Yeah.
My brother's beat up 1s. I've gotten them.
You the baby.
I want a
like,
fresh pair.
Yeah.
You know, I want them out the box.
What's your favorite silhouette though?
The ones. The ones.
You hear that? Like, I don't want to get too hyped. Let me calm down.
Yeah, I think you need to relax.
Calm
Relax,
down.
relax. It's
Those
okay.
are my
The
favorites.
one, it's
Those are my favorites.
the 1s, 3s, and the 4s.
Okay.
For me. Those
That's
are
a
the
good.
ones.
That's a
those
good.
are
It
One,
is
threes, and a
good.
four.
It is good.
Yeah.
12s, no?
Nah, I'm not a 12.
What numbers is cap for you? Like that's it.
Man.
For me, it's 13. After the 13s, it got a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
nasty.
yeah. Gets nasty.
It
after
gets
13.
nasty. Every time I say
15s
that,
is pushing it.
now
The 15s is high.
Wildin'.
14s, no. I think it was the, is it the 18s that had the flap? I had those growing up, actually. My mom bought me those
18s with
fresh.
the flap.
Me and
Insert.
the black and blue ones. It had like the flap in the middle, and it's like a magnet metal thing.
Yeah,
I'm
those
like,
are the. I think those are the 18s.
Oh, they
or the
snap,
17s.
they
17s.
white and blue.
you
17s.
could, there's they're
I think
white
there's
ones.
17s.
But I had a black suede one with like,
don't like
blue,
it.
hideous, but definitely ran those to the ground as a
Yeah.
child.
I think those were like baseball sneakers. I think.
It was giving no vibe.
Why he made? I think I'm not
I
sure.
don't know. Oh yeah, he was playing
can't.
baseball at that time.
Not at that
I
time.
Not at
can't
that
wear.
time,
He was
but-
making.
Yeah.
His sneakers was teetering between
Yeah.
basketball and baseball.
But yeah,
That's why it was nasty. It was not.
Very possible. Very
Wasn't
possible.
given.
Yeah.
Sorry, Michael.
No disrespect, MLB. Sorry.
Sorry,
shout,
Michael.
Shout out to Major League Baseball. Yeah. Okay. You know,
Okay, if you could have any sneaker for free, what would you choose?
that's a good question.
That's a great question. I was
like
thinking,
that.
it's
Any
just-
sneaker for free?
any sneaker for free.
The Red Octobers.
Really? That's
Yeah, I
not-
never
that's
had
not
no
bad.
Yeezys. Well, I did have some 350s back in the day, but I didn't buy them, so I sold them. So it was, you know, it was a
Yeah.
gift, you know, shout out to her, but, you know,
It's a shout out
it
to
went
her.
into the Royal Fund. I was like, I didn't even want these shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And yeah. We kind of ended on bad terms, but I just shipped them out StockX. You know, that was it. I was
Shout
like,
out to
damn.
you, shorty.
I was
He said
like,
shout out
damn,
to
these
you.
is nice.
Wow.
I was like, damn, these is nice.
Yeah.
And my brother was like, damn, these are nice. And I was like, yeah, put them back in the box.
Like,
Yeah, that was it.
Red Octobers.
But no, shout out to her. It helped. It helped
with
fun
your
things.
brand, yes.
It helped fun things.
Yes.
So yeah.
I would choose Freddy Krueger dunks.
Dunks. I love
that's-
SB dunks.
That's
They
cool right
SB.
Yeah, SB dunks.
First of all, it was only
yo, tell them.
26
I was gonna say,
pairs.
I remember
No.
when it was just SB dunks that were cool. Now it's any dunks.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah.
Yeah. It was like if
Yeah.
people would look at you, they'd be like, "Those are SBs."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was-
very true.
Yeah, then it just turned
Back in
into
the day.
dunks. That's why I don't hate when people wear the regular dunks,
Yeah.
but it's like you can't sit here and act like these are just regular shoes, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You in middle school you got clowned on for wearing regular dunks.
There's a
You
lot
like,
of stuff you got clowned on
Yeah, that's
hot
cool
today.
now.
Like,
Yeah, it's
Like
weird.
Dunks was like the
Like the basic shoes.
step brother of the Jordan 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah. They was always on the shelf.
Yeah, exactly.
Them Freddy's, let me tell you.
Them
If
Freddy's
there's
is
some
fire.
Freddy's.
Them Freddy's is fire.
Listen, first of all, I'll be scared I'll
The
be wrong.
story behind it was kind of interesting too.
Aye.
About
Oh,
the
you wavy
Freddy's.
over there?
A little bit.
Shout out to the waves.
Shout out to the waves. But yeah, the story of the Freddy Cougars was interesting when someone told me about it. Someone got Soul or SneakerCon
One
said
of
it to
them,
me.
because
Yeah,
they be
yeah.
always knowing the backstory. Like,
Yeah, and I'm like, damn. Like,
I'm not the sneakerhead that's gonna tell you a story. Like,
Yeah, I just thought it was
I don't-
interesting. There was like we wasn't gonna release them,
Like,
so they went to
alright.
throw it.
Yes.
They had them all in the pile and they threw like oil on them to burn them. But then people was taking them out, and then that's how it has those marks on the
Yeah.
shoe.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
shit.
kinda
That's
wild.
Those
ill
joints
right
is
there.
fire.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Fire.
dope. See, I'm gonna keep it basic. You know,
This is any shoe you want. Like,
I know,
It's
so
gonna
I'm
be
gonna keep
basic.
it. It's not basic, but it's.
What?
You said freaking Octobers and
Like, come
Freddy's.
on now.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Them joints like
I'm gonna go with the
40,000.
Tim Duncans. The Tim Duncan, the foam posits.
Okay.
Yeah. Insert
Insert.
those, the Duncans. Always wanted those. I only had them in the black colorway and the white and royal
They
blue
comfy?
colorway. Yeah, hell yeah.
Are they?
Hell yeah.
You know what shoes I love that aren't comfortable? Forces. Like
This
trying
is
to
a
walk
true
in New
thing.
York.
This is a
I learned my lesson one time. I remember I was walking across the Bronx and the city all day. I literally got back to the Bronx.
It was bleeding.
I hit
It
a
was bleeding.
Jimmy Jazz. I was like, yo, or Hyperactive or Snipes, whatever.
One of them.
One of them. I said, I just bought some other shoes. I was like, my feet hurt, bro. Like, we walking all day. I was like, I had to get some other shoes.
They not for walking.
Nah.
They not for buying.
They really not for walking though. I'm gonna be right.
I don't know how people.
I'm honest about that.
I don't know
part.
how people
I'm
used to
honest.
hoop in them. I don't know how people used to do it. In the 90s,
I think the material is probably a little different.
maybe.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's the ankles. It would be bleeding. Like,
No.
that's true. That's true.
Oh God. What mistakes have you made in your past or in your present, and what have you learned from those mistakes?
I would say in my past and present, starting off in the past, I definitely was trying to be like, I would say a little cheap, you know what I'm saying? Or like I wanted to do all the designs myself. And I'm like, you know, or I'm trying to find, you know, when you're starting off, you're trying to keep costs low. I'm like, yo, I don't know if this is gonna work, so let me try to keep costs as low as possible, which made things be very simple. It was working for me, but it was hard to grow that way. And I couldn't grow until I started being less cheap. I started focusing more on the quality. All right, the quality is good now. All right, let's now up the quality of the blanks. All right, now let's up the designs, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, it all came together to what I got now. But that took me years to learn. You know, like I wouldn't say all the way up until like maybe 2021, 2022 is when I was still kind of figuring it out. And also within the time of 2017 till now, so much more we have learned so much on the internet. Manufacturers are way easier to get. You know, people are letting smaller businesses grab wholesale accounts. Like that wasn't always a thing, you know what I'm saying? So I would say that's why I feel like there's a lot of also designers and brand owners these days, because it's so accessible now. So as that has been happening, I've been keeping my eye on the new technology. Okay, I can do this, I can do that. And then, you know, I was always telling, you know, people close to me, they'd be like, hey, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And I'm like, yo, like, I'm not there yet as a brand. I'm still building my community. I personally didn't believe in off rip charging $40, $50 a tee. You don't even know me. You don't even have, you know, quality control on this brand. I'm asking for a high number. I started off selling $15, $20 shirts. You know what I'm saying? To do that, you know, your shirt gotta be, you know, nothing, you know? So it started from there. And I said, that was a mistake when I was being a little too cheap. You know what I'm saying? Not that the quality was bad, but it was like I couldn't do much on a shirt because I was being cheap. Second mistake was having people around that were trying to get their idea off instead of uplifting my vision. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I have an idea and I'm trying to trust my gut, but they're like second guessing what I'm saying. And then once that kind of went away, I learned that trusting my gut always works. Even when people close to me who I really admire and really trust, and these are not just randoms, like people I really trust, and I'm like, yo, I believe in this, and they're like, I don't know, I'll still do it, and then when it works, I'm gonna look at them, I'm gonna be like,
yeah.
You see, I was like, you should have just listened. But that's another mistake. And just, you know, just research. Like I feel like I didn't research as much, you know, until I started really wanting to get better blanks and stuff like that. And also learning to take a step back from designing and hire some people and be like, hey, like, this is my vision. You know what I'm saying? This is what I would like on this shirt or this design. Can you help me bring that to life? And ever since I've been doing that, it helps me just focus on marketing and everything else, because other of the 20 hats that I wear. So I would say that those are like the top 3 mistakes. I kind of stepping back a little bit from designing and more focus on marketing and you know, how to get these pieces made and, you know, the best course of action, you know?
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
Real quick, are there any low-key brands that you want to put out there that you want to shout out real quick?
Yeah, let's go with shout out to Alexander Blaine with his brand Bueno. He's doing great. Someone I grew up with, someone I you know, looked up to. He's doing collabs with Adidas now. You know,
You from out here?
He's from New York, but he was raised in Florida, but his brand is blowing up in LA.
Okay.
Yeah, because he lives in LA now with the big Hispanic community out there. He's bridging streetwear with Hispanic culture and putting it all together, you know? So like when all the soccer matches was going on, he was doing a collab with Adidas, you know, and doing like pop-ups and all that. So that was real dope. I would say Sid University from Connecticut. She's super dope. She also opened my eyes a lot about the fashion community in Connecticut. So I definitely want to shout out to her. Sometimes a lot of people don't realize they're inspiring me or influencing me by just doing them. And a lot of people do that to me, for me all the time. And even when people come up to me, like someone came up to me and was like, yo, bro, I see you doing all this, like someone local from Connecticut, he was like, I see you doing all these pop-ups in Connecticut or in the tri-state area, and it inspired me to go out there. Like now I'm doing more pop-ups, and I'm like, yeah, like seeing human reaction first off is the best thing. So yeah, those are a couple brands.
What advice would you give to up-and-coming designers such as yourself?
Advice I'll give to up-and-coming designers such as myself is build a team of like-minded people. You can't try to build a team. If you a baseball team, you can't have basketball players on your team. You can't have football players on your team. You need baseball players on your team. You know people that have one common goal instead of people out for themselves. So I would say that. And it sounds way easier said than done, because finding a team is the hardest thing in the world, because at first you might not be getting paid. You know what I'm saying? We trying to build something. Most people don't want to build anything. They just want to be a part of something. Yeah. So, nobody want to put the groundwork in. They don't want to get in the mud and pull the rope with you. They just want to stand on the grass when it's already built. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I would say that is building your own team. Man, do research on top of research. Whatever brand is popping that you like, and research why they're successful, how they're doing it, what their marketing looks like. I wouldn't say copy, but take influence from it. You see a video that you like, save it. How can I do that? You know what I'm saying? How can I do that in my version? That's a few advice. And honestly, be authentic and be yourself. Have a brand identity. That's the biggest thing. People love my brand because it has identity. It means something. And then I can, when people ask me about my brand in person, I can give you the backstory. It's just not just called whatever. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some sort of backstory, something that ties it all together, because at the end of the day, we're all just storytelling. So that's all I'm trying to do, and that's all I've been trying to do my whole life, is storytell. And this is just a different medium that I'm doing it through.
Okay.
All right, that's what's up.
We like it.
Yeah.
Great advice from Charliee Royal. You already know. Make sure you guys check out all those brands he already mentioned. Once again, you already know what it is. All right, Face, let everybody know your handles and everything.
Everything Face_Reed. Follow me.
Charliee Royal, let them know your handles and everything.
It's at Charliee Royal on everything. For my personal, if you want to find the brand, Royal Lifestyle Clothing on everything. TikTok, IG, Twitter.
All right, guys, you already know the Arts Museum is the Instagram. You already know the YouTube channel, so I'm not going to say it again. Also, if you want to watch, Also, make sure you guys watch the 10 for 10 content and all the other content available there as well. And as usual, tell your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, whoever you need to tell. And one more thing, if you like the video,
like the video.